Architectural Builder Supply is pleased to present you with this recording of the technical question that is listed in the title of this video.
This call may be monitored and recorded for quality assurance.
Okay, so you've got a double acting bomber hinge and you need help. What kind of help?
I need help on picking which one I need to buy from you.
Okay, I can help with that. Tell me about your application.
Okay, so it's an entrance to a service counter at a little market store for a Hyatt Regency in Puerto Rico, if that makes any difference. Yeah, actually it will make a difference because if it's possible, we want something in stainless steel, or something that's as protected as can be. The door itself is basically 2 1/4 inches in thickness, and it's 31 inches tall, almost 32 inches tall by 36 inches wide. And they want it to be double acting.
2 1/4. Okay, so bomber has nothing that's completely non-ferrous, so that's the first fork in the road.
Who does? Anybody?
Sugatsuni, a Japanese company, they have double-acting spring hinges that are non-ferrous, but they're not intended to work on doors of that thickness. And in fact, I'm quite sure that the overall thickness will be, you would have to have a jam strip for this to even remotely work. You add a piece of lumber to the jam, attach the hinge to that, then really have to notch the door heavily to fit this hinge. It's really intended for maybe up to a 2-inch thick door. Let's take a look. I'll pull that catalog up and see.
The Sugatsuni thing? Yeah, please.
And while I'm doing that, another fork in the road will be the cost of that hinge, which I think is about $200 each. So if all of a sudden having some steel-based components is not a problem because of the cost, then we can go right back to the bomber.
Okay.
Which way would you like to go in that?
I'd like to find, if we can find something in the Sugatsuni that'll take up to a 2-inch, because I can adjust the plywood. They're asking for 3/4 inch plywood sandwiched by 3/4 inch oak for the door itself, the door panel that they want. But I could swap the center plywood to 1/2 inch, and I'm not sure anybody would ever know, and get us down to 2-inch.
All right, let's take a look and see what that hinge will do. Just waiting for the catalog to load. It's a very large catalog.
Yep, I'm familiar with Sugatsuni. I didn't know they made these hinges, though. But those crafty little Japanese, they'll make anything if they can figure it out.
That's for sure. That is definitely for sure.
And the scary part is they generally make it better than almost anybody else does once they figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe more elegantly. I don't know about better. Bomber's been around for 150 plus years.
Yeah, I don't know that they're gonna do that, but they're definitely competing with Hafele now on any number of scales.
Oh, there's no doubt that Sugatsuni is, yeah, for sure. So the maximum thickness on this is not going to be as great as I had hoped. They're only going to get us to 1.5 inches. So in order for that to kind of still work, you'd have to notch your panels to basically cover the hinge knuckle assembly. And while that's possible, you're going to need a jam strip in order to build that off the jam so the door can still articulate.
So it's just getting more and more ugly as we go. Let's go back to the bomber then.
Yeah, okay. So the bomber has their 7500 series. Let's take a look. Is this hold open or non-hold open?
No, they don't care about the hold open.
Okay. So let's pull up the let's pull up the, actually it's the 7100 series.
I'm looking on your website. So it'd be a 3029-7.
I would not use that hinge, although you could. That's, how heavy is your door?
It's not very heavy at all.
Yeah, I would avoid that. That hinge is like a 50 cal when really all you need is a 22.
Gotcha. Yep. Understood.
So the one that you might look at would be a part number. What finish do you want it in?
What would be the let's see, steel base aluminum lacquer. What is that? I'm trying to figure out what would be the best weather protection. I'm sitting right on the beach.
Yeah, I mean it would be a unit that is manufactured that has a brass exterior with a satin chrome plating on it. Would be the most durable of all artificial finishes.
Okay, so let's go with that.
Okay, so that part number is 731. Okay, let's take a look. So I would look at a part number 7312-626.
7312-66?
626. 7312-626.
26.
So
okay,
this is expensive, and the reason is because it's made of brass. With the exception of the internal spring and the nut on the bottom, and the top little pivot portion, that thing is almost all brass. They make a steel version.
I plugged that into your website and I didn't get anything.
7312-626.
Yeah, I got all kinds of parts.
What's
I got a part for a pivot, a part for
What's the price of the very top item that came up?
$286.
That's the item. Click on that. Let me know when the next page loads.
Okay.
Now, and I realize you've probably never seen this equipment before in real life, because the only time I've ever seen them is when I'm in a courtroom. So that's what you use on those courtroom doors. If you scroll down, all kidding aside, you'll see the description. You'll see the weight rating.
Oh yeah, look at that maximum door thickness, 2.5.
So now you can go to a steel-based version of this, and it will be noticeably less expensive. Let's take a look at what that drops the cost to if you just do the same gizmo in steel. The same gizmo in steel is about $60 less, but the exterior is made of steel. You know, I live in Naples. I get a coastal environment. I get that. It's just, you know, your door's made of wood. It's a sponge. I mean, everything's going to succumb eventually.
Yep. I like this one.
And it's made by the people who invented the entire category.
So so that's the double acting, huh? So it's a floor mount?
No, sir. It's jam mounted.
It's jam mounted in both cases.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The top and bottom, you'll screw it to the jam.
And then there's just the bottom. You just screw right to the bottom of the door.
Well, yeah. There are two ways to do this. You can place the door exactly on top of that unit, or they make a version of this where you would mortise that entire
yeah, no, we're not
yeah,
we're not going there.
Yeah, so when you click on instructions, it'll show you what that looks like in cross section, and then the template that's there shows you the bottom line, what you're going to have to do, what you got to make it look like to get it to work.
Okay, so there's that. And the template, you said.
Yes, sir. Scroll down and on the left side.
Oh, so you still got to mortise it a little bit.
You got to drill a hole for the boss. You got to drill a little hole for the boss, and then you got to do a little mortise at the top. Even though you don't have to mortise that, you should. That's probably
just a cleaner look.
That's all it is.
Cleaner look. Okay. All right. So how do we place an order for this?
Oh, we just do it over the telephone.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we've got it here. Okay. Okay. And the quantity is 1, I imagine. Let's take a look.
That's correct.
Okay. Okay, I've just sent what you want over to order entry. I'm transferring you now, and we'll stay on the phone until they pick up. Stand by, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Architectural Builders Supply hopes you have enjoyed this program. If you've enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up. Please click subscribe as well, and even share the video with someone that you know. And if you have any questions for a future video, please send them our way, and we will make every attempt to oblige. And thank you very much.